everybody. Welcome to my podcast, Lessons on Love, which I'm trying to make it a point now to do once a week. It was supposed to be a once a week podcast for my patrons. However, they get extended, they get exclusives, they get Steam sessions. So I said, I'm going to do Lessons on Love here for my YouTube channel. Now, what I'm trying to do right now is find me some mood music that won't get me flagged. There we go. So anyway, I want to welcome everybody here today. I'm Amina Hextall. I am an intuitive guide, a master of healing arts. I'm certified in so many different things. I don't really like running it down, but I'm a master life coach, certified in reflexology of the feet and the hands, and NLP, which is neurological. I'm not going into all of that because half of you will be like, what is that? It's going to go over your head. I'm a crystal healer. I'm a tarot reader, a certified meditation teacher. I'm also, I got to look at some of my certificates. I'm also certified in chakra healing dance to change your life. And I am the creator of STEAM, soul transforming energy and movement. And that's really what I base everything that I'm certified in. I put it all into that little bag. And that's how STEAM is created, which is a life-changing program. I'm offering it weekly. I'm doing a 7-month program right now. However, I do want to open it up so that people who want to just do a jump-in session can have one. So I don't know if I get a big interest in pop-ups, then I might have like either another day or that same day, like maybe 45 minutes before it, a little pre-session, which I call a STEAM quickie. And you can pay by month or by week or whatever. I'll figure it out. But 7-month program, Unleash Your Energy. We are manifesting in this program. So if you have anything that you've been trying to bring into fruition, sorry, I feel naked. I forgot my bracelets. I never do nothing without my bracelets. I never go anywhere without my bracelets. Okay. So if you've been like feeling like there's things you want to manifest, but at this time you're like, I don't really know how to bring it into fruition. Maybe you've been feeling like a little stagnant, a little confused in what direction to go in. And even if you have your direction and you just feel like, I've been doing everything, I've been using all the tools that I've learned and nothing's manifesting. Join the program. Trust me, at the end of the 7 months, at least one thing that you want to manifest is going to manifest. It's going to come into fruition. Okay. I'm also doing subscriptions of intuitive guidance. So if you want to get a read every week, a reading every month, subscribe. But Patreon is where it's at right now. I would say for those that want to subscribe to anything besides my YouTube channel, patreon.com/anointed_egungun, EGUNGUN. And I've been putting more and more energy in that direction. And a lot of things I've been doing on YouTube, I'm going to start to shift to Patreon. Okay. So yeah, that's that. All right. So let's get into it. Today, I want to do a reading. This reading today, where's my book? Because I kind of wrote out what I want to do. This reading today, where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, it's a reading for fun, really. It's like, what do people find attractive about you? You know, what are people saying about you? It's really to help those who need assistance with networking in business or meeting the one, calling in the one, friendships, family things, just relating to other people, because, you know, you have one idea of how you are, and then there's a different energy you might give off to other people. So that's the read for today, but that is also the topic for Lessons in Love. It's communication. So for me, communication. And I probably talk about this every lessons on love. The topic is always communication. Why? Because it's very important and it can be looked at from so many different facets, so many different angles. We'll get to the reading, of course, as always. If you're new here, the reading is after the brief little chat. And please chat back in the comments. I do respond to comments. Okay. Now I'm thinking about starting to do lessons on love live so we could really dialogue, But anyway, I wanted to talk about communication today for the simple fact that I've been experiencing, it's been difficult. And this is not even how to communicate. Today it's communicating at all. Sometimes those moments where you feel like, I'm not going to say nothing. Or the person you're dealing with, they're not saying nothing. And then you're playing the guessing game. I wonder, are they angry? Are they sad? And then after a while you get in your own feelings. Well, I'm getting annoyed. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling that way. And in the meantime, no one's communicating. So I know that the planets are in a disarray right now. I know that I believe it's Mercury, planet of communication, the messenger planet, and Pluto. They're either in conjunction. I can't remember what it is. I'm not an astrologist. Y'all didn't hear me when I did my rundown of what I'm certified in. You didn't hear astrology. But I know there are issues with communication where you're going to feel pressed, at least this weekend. You're going to feel pressed to say what you're feeling or thinking. I don't know. You might want to do it so that you can avoid explosive communication where it's like blam on somebody. Or you want to find a way to woosah and suppress if you feel like it's not that important to shed light on. But I'm going to give you an example. So for those of you that have been following me for a while, I'm going through a split from my kid's dad. And it's very difficult for him at this time because he has not found a relationship to move on to, whereas I have for the almost going on 2 years now. And heading towards marriage and all of that. So I know it's very difficult for him. However, he's decided he's not communicating now. Like, he'll tell me little things, but nothing emotional. And when the person is still within your living space, you're still experiencing these emotions. But you're like, say something. What's happening? And then at the same time, I'm also in the energy of it. Well, if you're not going to say nothing, then just leave me out of that vibe. Like, just do you. But when you're in the same living space, it's not that easy. So then I get to the point where I'm like, well, hurry up and go. Hurry up and go. Like hurry up and buy. But then, because he is the father of my children, I still have a sensitive spot that's like, give him time. This is not easy. Yeah, you guys have been broken up for 3 years, but, his kids are here, blah, blah, blah. However, then when we do have discussions about things and he wants to address my fiance in conversation, he believes we get along because he kisses my ass. Now, this is always the word I was looking for. It's always the mindset of someone who doesn't know how to communicate, that if people are communicating well, that someone has to be kissing someone else's ass. Somebody has to be letting someone else get over and, not really saying what they feel, not really doing what they want to do. And I'm telling him, I'm like, this man does not kiss my ass in any way, shape, or form. In fact, he does what he feels moved to do and say. And when I do try to rise up, I'm like, hey, no, no, don't do this or do that. Or that. he will debate with me. However, it is how you communicate, how you debate, how are you discussing something. I was 10-10 on my timer when I said how you do something. It just made me feel like, it made me feel like I could say what I feel and I didn't have to worry about getting cursed out, screamed on, spazzed on, anger as a reaction. He's always willing to listen, and we always come to a conclusion. It's never like, well, I agree to disagree with you. I don't agree. Some people think that's healthy. To me, that's not always healthy. I agree to disagree with you. So now we're going to stay on opposite pages, but we're just going to keep on acting like we don't care. No, me and him, we'll talk and we'll get our viewpoints out until someone sees the other's view. And even if you don't switch your view, you can say, I understand. I see where you're coming from. You understand what I'm saying though too? Okay, then you good. We good. But I'm telling y'all, synchronicity is happening right now. As I'm talking about him, this man sends me a message like, hey baby, are you there? I'm gonna have to ignore him for a hot minute. It's burning my soul. But I want to do this, now while I have this time, as a mom of 4 and 3, I hate having to always repeat it, but when you have new people that may be joining in, I do want them to understand my situation here. I want everybody to be welcomed into this community and to know that this is a sacred and a safe space to share whatever you are feeling and going through. Nobody here is judging you. And, most of you already know 3 of my children. The youngest ones have autism. They're nonverbal, so you may hear them express themselves loudly in the background. And they have a lot of needs. They don't go to the bathroom on their own. They don't wash on their own. I have to do everything. So, when I have a moment where my oldest, she's going to be 20 this year, is able to watch them for a minute, then I have to do my thing. So my baby could wait a minute, a little minute longer. But yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing when you can talk to someone and someone that you love and not be afraid. A lot of times we're in conversations with people, and this stems from parents. It really does. I hate to say it, but most things do that we deal with when we're older. Think about how you communicate with people, and then think about how your parents communicated with you. And then think about how you felt you had to communicate with your parents. Then look at your relationships. So for me, I always felt, and sorry mom, sorry dad, this is a revealing moment. I've always felt with my father fear. Don't say everything you think and you feel. Because if dad doesn't like it, or if dad deems it disrespectful, or if dad doesn't agree with you, you're going to get scraped on. And then with my mom, I always felt like she don't want to hear everything. So some things you're saying, she might not listen to because it's not what she wants to hear. Maybe you're telling her something that's going to depress her. She doesn't want to hear that. Maybe you're talking about a sibling or something. She doesn't want to hear that. Maybe you're talking about the love of your life and it's not someone she agrees with. She don't want to hear that. So because I've had moments of conversations where I felt like she checked out, didn't listen to me, I started to pick and choose what I felt I would share, what I felt would get her attention, and what I felt she didn't want to hear. I just kept to myself. And I realized in my relationships with men, because that's what I date men, and with friends in general, that I either didn't say everything I felt out of fear, usually in relationships, out of fear of the repercussion, or I didn't say everything I felt in a friendship because I felt like they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about that side of Amina. What the hell hell's going on out there? I just heard something slam. I don't know. My oldest is out there, so I'm assuming she got it. But yeah. So I had to really think about that. And I'm 45 now. And I'm just now like looking back and saying, wow, the same communication issues I felt and had with my parents are the same ones that I carried into adulthood, dealing with friends and partners. And I think if you're able to take a look and see that for yourself, it's easier to change. And not necessarily change yourself, but to change the people you communicate with. If I ain't got to communicate with somebody who triggers those feelings in me, then I won't. And if I choose to, then now I know that this is what's triggering me and this is what's happening, and I can try to overcome it. So with that said, the man I'm with now does not trigger these things in me. He makes me feel like he's listening to everything I'm saying. He responds to me without anger. We share. If he's feeling down, he says it. If I'm feeling down, I say it. If I'm angry, I tell him. If something's making him angry, he tells me. And the communication is beautiful. And I wish that for everyone. I literally put our love life out there for the world to see, not because I'm so happy and excited, I just want everyone to see it. No, I really want to inspire people to look and say, wow, she's this old, he's this age, she's from here, he's from there, but look at them. They're making it happen, they're making it work, they're overcoming odds, they're able to communicate, they seem like they're so in sync, so in tune. I can do that too. I need to find me that one. Or to even make you look at your relationship and go, do I feel that way with who I'm with? If not, then I want that, you know? And I just want people to be inspired to find the person that's their one and not to settle, okay? Don't settle for anyone who triggers any communication issues within you, because that, baby, is the foundation for love. It's the foundation for being in love. How can you be in love with someone and you're scared to talk to them? Or they don't know how to talk to you? Or you guys never agree? Or you always seeing things from a different way? Y'all never see anything eye to eye. So that's what I want you guys to think about today. I want you guys to meditate on that. Love and communication. Finding that balance between not giving up any part of yourself, but finding a balance with someone who you both still stay you, but you're able to be in harmony and balance, like a beautiful mix, a blend of energies. Temperance. It makes me think of the tarot card Temperance. And so I wish that for everybody. Find the person who speaks your love language, you know? And I'm not just talking about what they do to show their love, but literally speaks it, talks to you in a way that your heart is open when they talk to you in that way. And it inspires you to speak back in a way that opens up their heart. And just get these heart chakras open and feeling good. And just love on each other, y'all. Even as friends, find those friends who, when they talk to you, they're so encouraging. They're like, no matter what's going on in their life, they're always like, yo, do your thing. You doing it. I see you. And that inspires you to not only keep going, but to also send that same energy back. And I just feel like communication in the world, just how everybody talks to each other, speaks to each other, you know, is a major game changer. So if you want a tip today on finding your one your divine soulmate. Look for the person who, when you guys speak and communicate, it's reciprocated. The energy is reciprocated. You never feel like you can't say something. You don't have to worry. You say everything you feel, everything, you speak the truth. And even, there's moments where sometimes I don't want to tell him something because I think it's going to hurt him or make him sad. But then I think of the best way to do it because I have to tell him, And it's the same thing he does with me. Like sometimes he'll be like, I didn't tell you this yet, but I'm going to tell you now, And it's never like I waited years or months and he's like, oh, I have a surprise. Girl, I got a secret. No, it's not that. It's usually like something that he wants to share with me, but he's trying to find the best way to share it. Or something that might have happened the day before, and now he's telling me, he's like, I didn't want you to be angry, but this person did this or said this, and I didn't like it. And when I'm angry, I know you get angry, so I didn't really want to tell you, whatever. But we always tell each other the truth. So I want you guys to really, really put that as number one when you are making your list of divine mate qualities. Communicates to me, with me, truthfully, and the energy, when we communicate is reciprocated. Back and forth. There's a balance. There's a harmony. I love talking to him or her. That's how you should feel. Looking forward to talking. Unless you're tired. Some nights I'm like, damn, I want to go to sleep, babe. But he's on Africa time, I'm on America time, so we gotta make it work. We meet somewhere in the middle. But on that note, guys, I'm gonna get to this read today. It's a three pal, pick a pal, and I hope that everybody finds the love of their life in 2023. I believe it's possible. I believe there's going to be a lot of divine mates coming together. Divine, not just another soulmate experience that you got to learn from. Divine mates are going to be coming together this year. But I do feel you have to have done the work. You have to have released what you needed to release. And you have to have just shed any mask that you might have been wearing to make other relationships work. Now it's about being you, and it's about knowing your value and your worth. Love you guys. Let's get to the reading. Let's get into it with Amina. Hey guys, let's get into it. Okay. So this pick a pal, you see there's 3. Each card or set of cards is going to be answering a question. Your top card and the crystal are how you're going to be selecting your pal, and it will also be your advice that I will not give you until the end of your reading. So on that note, we're going to jump right into it. We got pile number 1 here. This is your card, and this is your crystal. Pile number 2, card and crystal. And pile number 3, card and crystal. Okay. So you take some time, you take a deep breath, and woosah, choose your pal. And I'll be back with pile number 1. Okay, welcome pile number 1. If you were drawn to this Amazonite crystal, and this card, Earth, this is your reading. So let me move that up some. There we go. Okay, so let's see. So this is a fun read, so let's just jump right in. What is your most attractive feature people notice? It could be your personality, it could be physically. Wow, you have Freya, the goddess of discernment. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So one of the most attractive features people notice about you is that you are not going to bullshit them. You are somebody who's going to be real. No, I don't want to do that. Or hell yeah, let's do it. I also feel like you're someone who has a very strong light about you. And I think a very strong energy of excitement is what I feel. So people feel like excitement when you come around. They also see you as somebody who is very smart, very wise, very strong energy. I feel like you're attractive to people in a sense of your strength, and that you don't take no shit. Yeah, you just give me the energy of very fierce, very strong. I think your facial features are very chiseled, very defined eyes, nose, mouth, all in great proportion with each other. But you can have your hair long or short. It doesn't matter. There's just something about you that's exciting and very spontaneously wise. Like I'll jump on something if it feels like it's 100% a go. And I will say hell to the no if it don't feel like that. All right. Let's go to the next thing. What do people think of you when they first meet you? We have the 5 of Cups reversed. The Judgment card. And the 2 of Pentacles. Wow. So when people first meet you, my power ones, they tend to see you as someone who's been through some shit, but you've risen from it and you've made proper choices since then. And based off your past experiences is how you move forward. That's what makes you so wise. It's the things you've gone through. You now have a second wind, like another chance, another opportunity at life. You are standing strong in the wisdom that you've gotten from these past experiences. And you're somebody who can do a lot. You can do many things at one time and make it look easy. All right. You are very, very, very balanced and grounded. And I felt that with the Amazonite, a very grounded, earthy energy. You may be an earth sign as well. Maybe not, but take it if it resonates. I do feel a strong attraction to the earth lore, magic, whatever. Heart chakra very much has gone through a healing process. And if not, it needs to go through a healing process. There has been things that have happened in your life that have bothered you and affected you emotionally. And sometimes I do feel like people feel like you stay busy to avoid focusing on past pains. But to them, when they first meet you, you really seem like someone who has risen up from a hardship and just is balanced, doing it all and making it look easy. A very strong individual. Now, why are or do people get jealous at all of you? Setting boundaries, threshold protection, and honor. Because you don't take no shit. You set boundaries. You ain't playing. If I'm not fucking with you, I'm not fucking with you. And that's what it is. If we cool, we are cool. All right. And very highly protected. Got my animal spirit guide up in here, the tiger. So one of the things that may make people a little jealous of you is the fact that you don't play. You're not playing. You're not here to play games. You've been there, you've done that, and you're not playing Nobody's going to play you. But I do feel like you don't have too many people that are jealous of you. I feel like you set your boundaries. You may have people who just dislike you. They just feel like, oh, she's tough. They might feel a little scared of you. She's very strong. She's earth energy, very firm, in her convictions. Or he or she, whatever you identify as, no genders here. I'm just using she because of the photo, the drawing. But they might feel like you're very grounded. You're very strong. You're not easy to shake. And it could cause a little bit of a fear of you, more so than a dislike or jealousy. Okay. But let's see. What do people say about you, to you, and behind your back? So behind your back is on the top, sideways. What they say to your face is here. River woman. So to you, they might let you know, it's almost like the Five of Cups, that you've been through some things and that your emotions, you share them, you wear them on your sleeve. People feel you, okay? They can feel you. You're just a river of emotions and you've been through a lot. They really see you as like a spirit who has been through some shit, and you are not afraid to share it. You're not afraid to share what you've been through, But behind your back, the Mountain. And it still gives me a water flowy energy. A lot of threes in your reading, by the way, Power 1. So 3 may be important for you. You got 30 here. You got 23. You got 37. 36 on the Earth card. So you're giving me lots of threes. You might want to look at angel number 333 just to get some insight, or just that combination of numbers that I just gave you, or play them, see what you might win. Might be some lotto numbers. So it's a lot of earth energy here, and what they're saying behind your back is like, sometimes you overthink things. You are looking at tiny little details, and these could be things that trigger you from your past experiences. But sometimes they feel like the way you see things are old. You need to look at things from a higher perspective, like on top of a mountain. All right, listen to your inner voice and things like that. Sometimes they feel like you're stuck in the past. You won't take on new challenges and stuff because of past experiences, where you just feel like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try that again because I've done that already and I didn't like the way it went. Okay. When or if you clash with someone, what is it they don't like, or why don't they like you? Big, bold vision. Wow. So when you do clash with somebody, it's usually because of your ideas. You usually have an idea or a vision that is very strong. Okay. And for that reason, it may go against what other people think and feel. You have this bee here just means your mind is always going. You're always thinking of something else or something to do. Then you got the scarab beetle here, which is a symbol of luck. So things that you say, things that you think of and then you put into action, tend to become a reality that is great. You have a great vision for the future. You need to get it out there, but you do have to be able to listen to other people's visions and ideas as well. And that's where you may clash, is where you feel like your way or the highway or my way is the only way. Okay. But you'll find that you don't clash with many people who are open to a big, bold, new vision, a way of looking at things. And lastly, what are your best attributes to use for networking and communicating? Grace. When I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. Just being relaxed, going with the flow, not forcing anything, not pushing anything, letting things happen. That's your best attribute when you are communicating with someone. Not trying to force your opinion, not trying to make people see your big, bold vision in the way that you want them to see it, but allowing a graceful vibration to make things happen without any effort, without any force. Sometimes this book gives greater insight, so I do want to look at it, and I do recommend Soulful Woman. If you're a man or a woman, or you identify as any other gender, it's a very good book. And it says, when I open to grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. Illuminated by the exquisite light of grace, I can see that I am part of something far greater than my physical form. Connected to the magnificent presence of grace, I experience kindness and abundance both within me and around me. Grace grows in me each time I give thanks for all that is good in my life. I notice the wisdom of grace when something that was blocked starts to flow again, or when the answer to a difficult problem arrives unexpectedly. I remember to ask for grace. I am open to its blessing. All right. And your final advice as Earth energy, you are building a firm foundation. Pay attention to the details. So whatever it is that you're trying to grow, that you want to create, your big, bold vision, whatever networking you want to do, whatever opportunities you want to come in that you can add to whatever it is you do, make sure, even though some people's issues with you are that you're looking too much at the details, you're being told to pay attention to them. All right. In order to make sure you have boundaries set in the places that you want them set, to make sure that you are making the right judgments and choices and things. And your vision is coming into fruition the way you want, the way you need. And that's what I have for you, my pal ones. Please remember to like this video if it resonates. Subscribe to the channel. Join me on Patreon for extended and exclusive readings. And subscribe for some readings, some personal ones. Those are really, really, really good to really, really just tap into your ancestors and see what they need you to know. Things that, general readings can't make clear because they're addressing so many different people's energies. But or think about joining us and Unleash Your Energy. All the information should be in the description for how you can sign up. On that note, I'm going to say peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Thank you for joining me on Love's Lessons. I'm sorry, Lessons on Love. How did I flip that? Later, pal number 2. Let's go. Okay, pal 2s. What's up? I'm already getting messages for you guys. As soon as I brought your pal over here, you were drawn to this card, Career, which you will get the advice from that card last. But I can already tell you that most of your concern, the only reason why you even give a hell about this topic today is because of your career and networking. And we have the crystal here. This is a quartz crystal. It's very much about bringing you clarity. So there's some things with communicating with people, with attracting to you the right tribe of people, that has to do with your work, that and your true higher purpose here, that you want some clarity on, some confirmation. I do feel like whatever it is you are meant to do in this lifetime, it's going to fit like a glove. It's going to feel like something you just cannot live without doing. The same way this crystal fits in my hand perfectly. It's the same vibe I get for you and whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. So let's get you a little clarity on how to attract the right people or energy or opportunities in. So what's your most attractive feature that people notice with you? White buffalo calf woman. Your eyes. Your eyes, my pal, too. The prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. People do notice that you are very loving, that your heart is what guides you. This can make people love or fear you because they feel like you can feel them. You can see or feel their true intentions. I do feel third eye energy. So they may feel like you are psychic, or maybe you are, have tapped into that gift. But with this tattoo here, it gives me the energy of a high priestess. It's in the prophetess. So she's a prophet. Apparently, she was able to speak of things that would come to pass. I also see a lot of angelic energy, divine energy around her with these little lights. Always make me think angels, spirit guides, ancestor energy. The white buffalo, of course, is a sacred symbol in many cultures. And yeah, I feel like there's the most attractive thing people notice about you is your spirituality, your deep trust in your inner knowing, your intuitive abilities, and how beautiful your eyes are. When you look at someone, they can feel you, you can feel them. You probably have long hair, probably dark colored. Your skin may even be like a tan or brown. I do feel that you are possibly tall, maybe pretty tall, not like gigantic, but I do feel like you're tall, maybe lean, or you could be a little bit thick around the waistline. But yeah, wow. Okay, my pal. Twos, let's go. Okay, so what do people think of you when they first meet you? Two of Cups. The Four of Wands. Wow. And King of Wands. Okay. So when people first meet you, they tend to love you. People are drawn to you, are attracted to you on a spiritual tip. Your tribe is being called in. Most of the people who meet you, when they first meet you, they love you. They think you are great. They are like so happy to be in your company. They are ready to build with you. They feel like you're someone who knows how to build, how to make a secure foundation. You're somebody they want to be around for the rest of their life. They want to feel like family, or they feel like you feel like family. And they see you as a great leader, somebody who is ready to make things happen, somebody who's not going to just sit around, somebody who will set people's passions on fire. They're willing to listen to what you have to say. They trust what you have to say. It's almost like they feel blessed to be in your energy. And we got 2 4s so far, so 40 and 4. So the first pal had 3s. So let's see how many 4s this group gets. Okay. Why are people, if at all, jealous of you? Clairvoyance. What did I just say about you? My pal twos, you're very psychic. Inspiration, interpretation, and trust. So some people are jealous of your gift. Maybe you're obviously intuitive. Maybe you're inspiring to others. A lot of people trust you. A lot of people trust what you have to say, your guidance. So this is a cause for people to be and not to be jealous of you. There may be some people who see that gift and they're jealous of it. They feel like people listen to him or her. They guide these people. They trust him or her's word. And, they're a little jealous. And then there's those who see it as something wonderful, inspiring, for them to want to do the same thing. But you are getting confirmation that you are clairvoyant. You do have a gift. So if you were thinking about anything as far as your career, I do see using this gift being one of the main things you would want to do. Okay? In some way, shape, or form. All right, what do people say about you, to you, and or behind your back? So this is what they say behind your back. That's what they say to you. Inner healer. So they acknowledge that you are a healer. They acknowledge that you have done a lot to heal yourself. We got 13 here, which is a 4 as well. A lot with stability and grounding. They have seen you go through a change. They've seen you heal and rise up from ashes and be reborn. So they do acknowledge that you have a gift of healing, and maybe possibly why they want to be in your energy. They see you have a gift and ability to heal. Okay. Now what are they saying behind your back? Fern. Look at how the eyes stand out here. Her eyes are kind of creeping me out. Like, why does one eye look really big? It gives me the vibe of someone who you see them, but you can't fully see them. Let me take a peek in the book here with Fern to see how they want me to interpret this for this reading. All right. You attract a lot of lost souls to yourself. All right. So what I'm getting is that it might not necessarily be said behind your back, but it may be by some people who know you well. But what I do feel is that you don't realize that you are surrounded sometimes by people who are not meant to be in your vibration. You have a lot of toxic people around you. You have a lot of people around you who are jealous of your ability, your gifts that you have, your ability to lead people, to be ambitious, to forge ahead, to build a stable foundation, to attract to you the love of your life. So for that reason, sometimes you might hide aspects of yourself or dim your light. So behind your back, those who know of your light, those who know that you are the prophetess, they see it and they're like, if only, Pao2 would get themselves around the right tribe of people. If they would let go of them toxic people, they got around them, draining them all up in their energy, don't really like them like that. They would be great. They could really shine. Or I wish Pao2 would stop dimming her light. Or you just have the toxic people around you talking their shit behind you. Take what resonates. All right. So when or if you clash with someone, what is it they don't like about you? Faith in the process. Alrighty. So what I'm hearing here with faith in the process, you are very, very spiritual, very, very protected, very, very much in sync with the divine. So when you clash with somebody, sometimes people want to see you shooken. They want to see you lose that connection. They want to see you not trust, lose a little faith, be worried, be concerned. But for some reason, you're still strong. You're still courageous. You seem to know that you have an invisible assistance coming in from the universe. You really have faith that whatever is happening is meant to happen. So sometimes this can upset people who want to see you knocked off your path. That you're able to shift and bend and move in ways that can get around any limitations. And you can almost flip a situation because of that. What might have seemed like it wasn't going in your favor, goes in your favor. Yeah. So sometimes it upsets people that even when they push you to the brink of being at your lowest, they strip you of everything. You're nude, you're naked. You still have faith that everything's going to be okay. And that can irk people who want to see you in the dark. All right. And then we have, what is your best attributes to use for networking and communicating? And you have anger as my sacred ally. Wow. Who gets advised that anger could be an attribute for networking and communicating? I listen to the messages within my anger and use it as a positive force for good. I do feel like something you're supposed to do in this lifetime with your career is to right wrongs, things that I guess make you angry or upset you or you think are not right. That's where you need to focus your energy on healing. I do see you have a lot of ideas that are like going to be brought into fruition. And it's almost like, there are things that you're witnessing. You have this angel energy. And once again, your eyes are being emphasized. Whereas here, eyes are covered. That's all intuitive work. Closed eyes, going within. I do feel that things that make you angry bring out that fire within you. You got fire here too. Maybe you're a fire sign. Take what resonates. But I'm really feeling like they get your sacral, your root, and your solar plexus chakras going. But you are very connected to the divine with this purple all up in here. And earth energy, the dark colors, you're grounded. You have really a lot of your chakras. It looks like they're all in alignment. You got your heart chakras. I feel like you can take whatever shakes you, your energy a little, and make it work for good. So I want to go to the book and read you the passage from Anger as My Sacred Ally. I respect my anger as an expression of my passion for life, as a setter of boundaries, and I'm sorry, that just stopped me because boundaries was in the last pile. For a second, I said, was that here? But no. Okay. As a setter of boundaries and as a protective force within me. When I use my anger wisely, it is a great ally to me, a sacred gift of power. I harness the gift of my anger to liberate myself, awaken myself from self-deception, and show me where I have lacked courage. I listen to my anger and learn to transform it into a positive force for good. I use my anger as a healing flame to burn off that which no longer serves me, never as a destructive fire to harm myself or others. That is deep. Okay. And my pile twos, last but not least, you have career. It's time to pivot. Align your career with your purpose. So whatever it is you're doing right now, if it is not in alignment with what you feel is your higher purpose in this world, then you need to do a quick spin around and get on it. All right. We have these angelic light energies around this spirit energy there. We have the same little light energies here, and here they are again around your career. So I do feel something that you have to say is very important, that you love, something that is close to your heart, okay, will bring you abundance. Something that you're meant to heal in this world, on this planet. It's very important. Okay, I hope this brought you some clarity. There's a lot of people who are going to be drawn to this. So I can only pick up on the general vibration. I can't give you an exact career direction, but I think this really did point you in a direction. You have 3s and 4s for pile 2. So you might want to look into those numbers. And yeah, that was a great read. So remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Join me on Patreon for exclusives and extendeds. Subscribe for some personal readings. My pile 2s, that might be really good for you, so that you could get more insight onto exactly what is your higher purpose or what is your career. And if you can't do that, then look on my channel. I'm sure I have readings for what is your higher purpose and career readings all through my channel. Okay. On that note, I'm going to send you peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. Later, pal 2s, we're going to move on to pal 3. Hey, pal 3. Last but not least, let's get into it. You were drawn to this card here, which I will read last. And the amethyst crystal. Maybe you're looking for some harmonious and peaceful relationships, some spiritual connections, your soul tribe. All right, so let's see what's up with you. What is your most attractive feature people notice? Could be your personality or physically. Wow, you have some beautiful skin, my pal 3s. Beautiful, vibrant skin. Your face is like so high cheekbones, very chiseled face, but your skin, the glow of it is what people notice and are attracted to first on a physical level. I do see you have either long or shoulder length dark colored hair. Hats and head ties are something that really accentuates you, or you might really be into that, wearing those. But you have a very regal energy about yourself, something royal about you. Maybe people refer to you as queen, or king, or emperor, empress, whatever, princess, prince. You have that vibe. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity of love. So you are somebody who people feel like you're an outlet, or you offer an outlet for pain and suffering. Maybe it's therapeutic to talk to you. Maybe it's therapeutic, whatever you do, or when you network and talk to people, it's therapeutic for them to talk to you. You help them to change that pain and suffering into a feeling of love for themselves and possibly even for the world. I do see you as somebody who has a close connection to younger people, children. Maybe you have a lot of children, or you have one or two, or you work with kids. And I do see children being a part of your higher purpose, just them being here in your energy. You are somebody who some people might feel like you're untouchable, like your hermit energy, personality type. Like if they get a chance to talk to you or be around you, it's like, whoa, she spoke to me, or he spoke to me, gave me some time, some energy. So just be careful of that. You have a lot of sun energy, I feel, where it's like a fiery energy, more fire energy here, and sexual energy. So sometimes people might become attracted and attached to you in that way, but you're very connected to the divine, and sometimes they misread your beautiful energy for something fiery when it's really just something light, very light. Okay. What do people think of you when they first meet you? The sun. What did I just say? The sun. They see you when they first meet you, they think you are a fucking ball of joy. Just great to be around. So happy. You make them feel so fulfilled. You make them feel like they are family, like they're down with you. They get to be in your energy, in that sun. You make them feel abundant. You got the Hierophant. So they do feel like they are spiritually in sync. Like you share your spiritual ideas and thoughts with them. And they do feel like, wow, I feel like I could have the same gifts. I can have the same things. I can be in the sun. I can be connected. Look at this purple, just like the crown chakra. And this purple vibe here too, even with the sun and the sacral and solar plexus energy shining through there. there is a spirituality about you they do feel. Okay. When they, that's what they think of you, as a spiritual, very happy, bright, beautiful, joyful energy. But they also see you as the emperor reverse. So you do have some people who see you as a little bossy, a little aggressive. The emperor's Aries energy too. So that might be more of that fire energy. And they misread it like, oh, he or she's bossy. They always want to be about business or telling people what to do, or it's their way, and or the highway type vibe. All right. Why are people, if they are at all, jealous of you? Ooh, portal. Infinite mind, awakening consciousness. Card number 1. Some people are jealous of you because you seem to be able to magically manifest yourself into the situations that you want. When people think you are down, usually people who want to see you down, and you rise up and you're still in this, look at this regal energy. You always seem to have a crown on. You know, your consciousness has awakened. You're like totally on another spiritual level from what people from the past may have known you on. You've gone through a portal. You've tapped into a lot of your gifts, especially when it comes to visions and things that you want to do and see happen in your world. You have an infinite mindset on focus on that. And a lot of times there are people who may be jealous of your ability to stay afloat, is what I'm hearing. The ability to stay on the throne. No matter how many times they try to dethrone you, you won't be shaken. Okay? You don't fall when faced with some of the same struggles that others are faced with and fall. Okay? So let's see. What do people say about you, to you, and behind your back? This is what they say behind your back. This is what they say to your face. Plant seeds. So in your face, they tell you that what you are doing is wonderful. That stay patient. They see whatever you're trying to grow, growing. Okay, don't rush anything. It's manifesting. We see you. We see what you're doing. And look at that sun. Okay, even this crown here made me think of the sun, like a sun goddess or God's type of crown. So very bright cards, a lot of sun, fiery, ambitious energy. Something is growing and people can see it. And in your face, they will let you know that what you are doing is manifesting. And we see it, and keep up the good work. Now, behind your back, karmic debt. Aww. All right, behind your back, there are a lot of people you've had to release due to karma. Clearing your karma so that you could get the spiritual awakening that you needed in order to move forward. Whatever you had to do to stay on the throne, you do it. And because of that, it's caused you a lot of pain. It's caused others a lot of pain. And sometimes you feel like you're drowning in that. In not just your own sorrow, but in theirs as well. So what they say about behind your back is sometimes that they feel like you don't realize that you've hurt people. You don't realize that in order to stay on your throne and not be shaken and to watch your seeds grow, you've put some people into the dark. But they don't realize that you do shed many tears. You have shed many tears over this. But it's something that had to be done. Not everybody's meant to go on the journey with you. You can guide them in the right direction, but then they got to walk it. All right, they are stalling me here. Let me, I'm going to take a deeper look at karmic debt for you. Yeah, it's all about feeling like you made a mistake, feeling like you might have made wrong choices. Behind your back, people might feel like you always get a second chance, that no matter what you do, you have another opportunity to redo it again, to do it better, to do it over. And they don't realize that you do go through the pain of thinking like, I fucked up and there's no coming back, man. But not to make it a joke, but yeah, that is where what they may say behind your back. All right. Very beautiful energy you have here. Very regal, royal. I love it. All right. When or if you clash with someone, why or what is it that they don't like? The perfection of your life. Well, that's crazy. When you clash with someone, they're angry at you because everything in your life seems perfect. Everything in your life seems like it's flowing. So usually the people you clash with are people who don't like you anyway. People who feel like you had to cut them off. People who are no longer in your sun, who are no longer able to feed off your energy. Those are the people who clash with you, in all honesty. Anyone else who's coming with their own light, they're not going to feel that sort of way to you. So when you have a clash with someone, know they don't like you because the things in your life seem to be good. You seem to be focused on perfecting your life and staying on the right path and watching your seeds grow and staying in an awakened consciousness, and because of that, you may clash with people who feel like they're in the dark, people who are still dealing with karmic debt. Okay. What are your best attributes to use for networking and communicating? Quiet nourishes me. Wow. So when you're quiet and you go within, that's your best attribute for networking and communicating? I think Power 2 almost got the same. No, Power 1 or something got similar. Quiet nourishes me. It connects me to the power of now. Okay, I'm going to go to the Soulful Woman book and read you what your card's message is. And it says, quiet nourishes me. It connects me to sacred space. I allow myself to step away from the sounds of technology and from the sound of voices, my own as well as others. The return to quiet brings me back to myself, where I can experience my own stillness. Quiet allows me to listen. When I am quiet, I'm able to hear what is going on inside myself, to connect to the gentle pulse of my own body. Subtle sensations, feelings, and needs emerge. When I savor quiet, I am brought back to the power of now. So, meditating, getting quiet, not talking, letting people speak, and just listening, you are able to connect to others better. It brings you back into yourself. Sometimes when you're just listening to people, you are able to hear and receive messages and downloads, things that you maybe wouldn't have heard if you were speaking back. Sometimes too, my Power 3s disconnect from social media. I'm hearing that too. Or turn off your TV, just listen to music that uplifts. Go outside, take a walk, disconnect. All right. Lastly, crown chakra, strengthen your spiritual practice, connect to source. And that is your final advice when it comes to your attributes that are your best, is your connection to the divine, your connection with this Hierophant energy, your connection to God. Practice it. Okay. Cleanse is what I'm hearing. Strengthen that connection. Pray more. Pray in gratitude. Okay. That's what I got for you, my Power 3s. I want to thank everybody who stayed on for all of the powers, because it's always good to listen to all of them. You don't know where there may be a message lying for you in one of these other powers. But I do want to say, please remember to like this video if this did resonate with you. Remember, it's a general reading. Not everything's going to resonate. If you need a personal reading, hit me up. If you like these, subscribe to the channel so I could keep doing more. Subscribe to Patreon so you could get exclusives and extendeds and Steam sessions and all that good stuff to help you with the healing process that is always ongoing. Show yourself some love and invest in you today. Not go pay somebody else that their bills is going good so you can have something that's temporary. No, pay for something that is going to uplift you for a lifetime. Okay? Get into it with me. All right. Look at the description for any way that you can get in contact with me to join any of my programs or subscribe to any of my opportunities to continue with this light tribe. And on that note, I want to say peace. Blessings to everybody. and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of my tribe. I will see y'all again on V-Day. February 14th, I'll be here live. So I don't know what time just yet, but stay posted for the notification. Love y'all. Later. You are near. I don't want to go anywhere. When I see you, I never want to change my view. You free my soul and make me want to lose control.